Right then, just attending another Baxi boiler, but this is the Baxi Duotec 28HE, dead popular boiler. You'll see stacks of these. These are the ones that have been sold with 7-year warranties. It's also they rebadged it as the Baxi Platinum, so it's still the Duotec, exactly the same. It's just got a 10-year warranty on it. But right, I'll show you the problems we've got here. Right, you can see all this water and that in here. Right, and you see the leads are submerged. This isn't good for it either. Now, what's happened here is there's an auto air vent at the top there, just there, coming for the case. And let's try and focus on this a little bit better. There's an O-ring in there and a clip, but now you can see it. Well, we're going to replace that, the entire section, because it's leaking out the top as well. It's not just the O-ring that's gone. So it's best to replace the entire vent kit. But also, I've come here before, and you'll see this is the black condensate hose here. There, right, and it goes down, and it tucks into the condensate trap. There, look, that's where I put the clip on. Well, what happened was on the original one, they use a corrugated plastic hose, and it splits just there. And it's a tiny little hole in the corrugated plastic hose which has caused the initial water damage. This excess water is just from the auto air vent. But this one's in a right poor condition, because we've also got, you can see from the previous video I showed you, thermistor leaking. This is the low water pressure switch here, that's been leaking. And it's also been leaking, this is the diverter valve here, and this is the actuator, which pushes the pin down and tells the water to go where, either to heat or hot water. Well, what we're going to do, we're not going to change the entire diverter valve, I'm going to change the thermistor. The actuator's got wet inside there, I'll show you that in a minute. So, power the thing off. Now, also what's happened here, again, hard water area, we're going to change the domestic hot water heat exchanger like we did yesterday, because that's blocked up. What's happening, the boiler's going way overheat and just shutting down. But this here, I'll get that out. Now, these actuators, they are a pain in the backside, but they're easy to get hold of and easy to change. So you just pull the pin out, take the head off, and these valves leak from inside there. So what I'm going to do, you can buy a service kit, which just you can change that there. So the parts that I've got here is a no actuator, easy to get your hands on. Baxi part. We've got the new Baxi plate heat exchanger, and this is a service kit for the diverter, because when I take the next one out, you'll see how black and crudted up all that is, and that sticks as well. So yeah. Oh, and there's the vent kit which goes in the top with the no O-ring and that. So yeah, what we're going to do is drain the boiler down completely again. It's not so bad, this one, it's upstairs, so you don't really need to mess about with any valves because there's no pipework above it, so we can leave the flow and return valves open and just drain the boiler, because this is the highest point, there's no radiators above that. Turn the cold water off, drain the excess water out the boiler, dry up all of this in here, dry up all them leads, because that doesn't help. Also, this lead, I know it's up here, above here now, but these are prone for leaking, especially in the condensate pipe at the back and that up there. If that connection there is sitting in the water, That's the flame detection electrode. This is the lead that senses. That looks like a little spark. It looks like a spark plug type thing on the end. So yeah, but that's the flame detection electrode. This is the spark electrode. But unfortunately, this lead normally sits down there, and if you get that connection wet, it's gonna basically, it's just gonna trip. The boiler's gonna think that there's no flame, and it's gonna show up like a flame detection fault, and it will only stay on for a matter of seconds, then shut down again. So yeah, I know it's a lot to take in, but I'll get all these things sorted out, and I'll show you what's actually happening. I've got it all switched off in a minute, and there's no tap upstairs down here, but on the display here, when it's on, it goes from like 0 to 90 degrees in a matter of minutes, because the diverter's knackered, the plate heat exchanger is blocked. So if you see it, the temperature fly up to 90 odd and the boiler shuts down, it's indicative of a blockage. It's also worth checking the pump too, but that seems to be okay. It's definitely an issue in the hydraulic section of the divert valve. Plate heat exchanger, and the separate issue that's leaking into the combustion chamber at the top. So yeah, we'll do another vid when it's all done and show you what we've changed and the condition of the parts. Cheers.